Kris Siemionow, CEO of HoloSurgical. You are right now quite recognizable in Poland. Prime media, television, and lots of rumor around HoloSurgical neurotechnology. Why have you chosen Poland and Warsaw as a place to start, not Chicago, Silicon Valley, or Tokyo?
Sure, that's a great question. There are a lot of reasons why we selected Warsaw to be our headquarters, so to speak, and I feel all the reasons are good reasons. So number one is people. I think any successful startup needs to have critical mass of high quality, hardworking people. Warsaw has given us the opportunity to recruit very talented people that are fully committed to the development of the project. So that's number one. Number two, the infrastructure in the city allows us to do things that would not be so easy to do in either Chicago or San Francisco. Number three is the support we have received from both the local government and the local venture capital community.
You are originally from Poznań, Poland.
That's right, so from the western city.
Exactly. Then you moved to US, you started your career, you graduated from universities and so on. You had some episodes back to Poland, but now you have chosen Warsaw, not Poznań. Why Warsaw? Is it the venture capital accessibility?
Well, I love Poznań and I will always love it and will always have a place in my heart. It's my hometown. But as you are well aware, we need critical mass. For any successful venture, you need enough resources, and Warsaw does provide all the resources we need. It has enough people, it's big enough, it's competitive enough, it's easy to do things in a big city because of all the multiple options that you have, whatever those may be, whether you want to work with universities, whether you need to rent space, whether you need to find people, whether you need to attract people into the city. It's a lot easier to attract foreigners, for instance, and we do have people from outside Europe.
Where from?
Guatemala, for instance. We have people from Ukraine that are working with us. And when you say, hey, would you want to move to Warsaw? Well, at least they've heard of it, which is a good step, right? And then they come here and they can really enjoy the city. We're sitting here in the beautiful park. The city's phenomenal. There's obviously life outside of work, and Warsaw offers all that you need.
Today I want to talk, of course, about Startup Hub Warsaw, the new program, acceleration program financed by the city of Warsaw. And the question is, I don't want to talk about money in HoloSurgical. I know that you have received very decent seed round, but what have exactly the relation with Startup Hub, the relation with experts, ambassadors and mentors gave you in development of HoloSurgical? So not talking about money, but about the intellectual assets.
Sure, so the intellectual assets provided are on multiple levels. One, we have great access to the infrastructure that the hub provides. So we are able to leverage their connections, whether it's government connections, whether it's venture connections, whether it's the ability to formulate a business plan to verify it in front of people that actually have business experience, real world, not just Polish, but real world business experience of forming and selling companies, right? So once again, you need enough of an ecosystem, and Warsaw once again provides that to be able to get that information that you need. So obviously, when people form startups, they form on a different level. Some of them have more experience than others. For individuals that have less experience, you need mentoring, right? So that mentoring can be provided by a variety of people. However, in this city, there's once again enough of a critical mass that the people that you have access to not only want to help you, but have the ability to help you because they've done this before.
I can imagine better advertisement to Startup Hub Warsaw right now. And the last question, I believe, would be, do you do you feel and see lots of international startups here in Warsaw? Or it's just, in comparison to Chicago, for example, it's very, very early, or you already see them?
So it's interesting because Chicago is actually not known as a city that's full of startups, although the local community is trying to change that, which is the converse of that is true here in Warsaw, where you're seeing a lot of energy, you're hearing about a lot of projects. Our own employees will reach out to me, say, hey, I met somebody in a bar that's working on something, should we connect with them? So that's very important, obviously, if you can randomly meet people, because there's enough of them in the city, to maybe share some ideas or actually have your ear to the ground and see what's going on with the other companies.
Perfect. Kris, thank you very much for this little YouTube we have made. I'm hoping to see you in Warsaw to give a little bit of your energy and good experiences about Warsaw to our new generation of startups that will be trained during Startup Hub Warsaw this summer. I hope it's going to be very hot summer for startups in Warsaw. Thank you very much, and hope to see you here again quite soon.
I'm looking forward to it.